Hi, we've had a lot of updates lately, so I decided to record a video about what's new in Unitify. Let's start with the buildings section. Here are all the buildings managed by this property management company. Using this building as a sample, we'll open a unit grid. It was already there, but we've made it interactive. Now on the grid, you can see which apartments have open tickets and which ones have debts, or which apartments have the mobile app installed. You can also click on any apartment to see on one screen how much it owes, who lives there, if the app is installed, if payments are enabled, and which tickets are active. And from here, you can also change their status. You can see what news you've sent to this apartment, as well as meter readings. And you can create a new ticket right from here, which is very convenient. You don't have to leave this screen. And it's great that there are action buttons. And for example, you can create from here a message for everyone who has the mobile app set up. Just like before, you choose a template, electricity restored, see how it'll look as a push notification, how it'll look inside the app, and see how many people installed the app and which units will receive this message. Now let's see how creating a request works. This is what our mobile app looks like. And for example, you as a resident want to create a new ticket. So what you do is you type a message right here, just like this. And then I'll go ahead and type that same message on my phone right now. For example, let's say you want to report something, like elevator not working. Does that sound right to you? And you send it. Let's go to the tickets page. And we see this message from me that I just created. We see the urgency score, how urgent the problem is. And inside the ticket, we see info on why that urgency score was assigned and what's currently happening in the building regarding this topic. We see that a tag was automatically detected, that it's an elevator and it's not working. And we see two chats. One is our internal chat between employees and contractors, and the second is with the resident. Here, we can use AI to generate a comment for the resident, and once we send it, the resident will see the comment right here. AI suggested what to write to the resident, using all the info from past tickets, outage info for this building, and correspondence. And notice that we, as an employee of the management company, see this text in our own interface language. And if a resident, for example, communicated with us in French or Spanish, they would see the response in their language. So we send the comment arrives, and the resident sees it. That's roughly how communication works in our mobile app. And in the mobile app, just as a reminder, there's also news information that we create as the management company. We can see information about meters here, and we see information about payments, if they've been set up. And we can also order additional services that the management company might offer us. That's how it works. Let's move on to the next updates. One of our cool updates is the equipment section. Here, you can enter all the information about what your building consists of. Because a building is like a construction set, right? It's made of various things: elevators, pumps, walls, attics, and so on and so forth. And you can dive into any piece of equipment and create requests or tasks directly for that item. When you have a new employee or a new contractor, they can see the entire history of what has happened with that equipment. Also, to help you communicate with contractors and employees, we have an assistant in the form of an AI engineer that analyzes this equipment, analyzes manuals for this equipment, local legislation, and suggests a plan for what can be done with this equipment. Every 30 days, every 90 days, every 180 days. That's how it works. And let me remind you that the architecture of our entire system consists of mini apps. You can choose which mini apps will be available to your residents. For example, the mini apps enabled for this building include mini apps for booking and mini apps for passes. And in the mobile app, you can see that a resident can tap on the Booking Mini app to access it and create a booking for a tennis court or anything else available in your building. Select an available time slot, and you'll see their reservation right here. Or there's also a mini app for passes, for instance. Here it is. And here you can also see if a resident has created a pass request for a guest or for a car, right? You'll see that request right here. So that's how it works.